2022 commencement ceremony.
I'm happy, proud of myself, I feel accomplished.
Huge accomplishment, super excited. Can't wait to walk across the stage.
I'm very excited. I can't wait to start my career as a speech language pathologist.
It feels great. You know, I'm a first generation, so life is good. I'm going to New Orleans at the end of June.
And then I secured a job at a law firm, so.
It feels amazing. This is actually my third master's. I'm currently an assistant principal, and my goal is to be the principal of my own school.
Yeah, I'm going to grad school.
Where at?
NYU.
I'm moving to Nashville. I might study law.
I'm gonna miss talking with the cohorts and making those connections.
I'm going to miss her.
My friend,
I miss her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna miss most the wisdom and the knowledge of all of the professors. I had such amazing professors.
This guy right here.
The dining hall.
CSC friends and faculty.
Be persistent and do not ever give up. Focus on excellence. If you are good at what you do, doesn't matter what career are you in, money will follow you. Dream big, sky is the limit. And ladies and gentlemen, world is your oyster. Congratulations to the class of 2022. I wish you all the success. Thank you very much.
Paper, man. We outside, man. I did it, man. Mom and Dad, shout out to you, man. I love you.
Good morning. Let's rock this place. Let me hear it. Woo! It is my pleasure, if you can hear me, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the class of 2022 commencement ceremony. Woo! For those of you in the arena and the thousands around the world watching on live stream, thank you for joining this joyous celebration. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the entire St. Rose community, let me express my heartfelt congratulations to the graduates of 2022. With the class, you are standing, some of you, would everyone stand? And give our graduates a heavy round of applause. We're going to do a lot of that today. I ask all that are able to do so, please stand for the national anthem, which is being performed today by Penelope Sierra, music industry class of 2024.
Say but so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and love of the
That's how we do it. At this time, in recognition of our World, Nation, and Campus Challenge to recognize and realize justice and equality for all people, some of our students and faculty will perform Lift Every Voice and sing. One of the most cherished songs of the civil rights movement and often performed as a Black national anthem. It will be performed by class of 2022 graduates, Tajana Snow Brown, Harsh Pinagay, Maria Caraballi, Olivia Montego Iobine, Penelope Sierra, class of 2024, as well as faculty members, Dr. Andrew Lee and Dr. Sean McLeod.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening sky. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies Sing a song full of the things that the darkness has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be offered by Joan Horrigan, Director of Spiritual Life and a proud graduate of the College of St. Rose.
Good morning. There's a particular line from the last book of the Christian scripture in the Bible, in the book of Revelation, where an elder is looking out over a vast crowd, and the elder says, "These are the ones who have survived a great period of trial." And you have, and you're here, and the trial has not defined you. You are the ones who have persisted through fears and anxieties. You have found love in the rubble of loss. You've weathered disappointments and discouragements. You've learned lessons that only adversity can teach, and you've understood more deeply the power held in a smile that you can see. So it is only fitting, and actually of great importance, that we take a moment to not let this moment pass. I think there's a country song that says, "Don't blink." So I invite you just to take a breath, feel your feet on the ground, feel yourself here. You've arrived. What is an invocation? It's a calling down of the Spirit, calling forth of the Spirit, calling up of the Spirit from the earth. And I know, having worked a lot of years in an interfaith sanctuary, that people come from all different beliefs to a moment of prayer. So let's start with the common ground of mindfulness and just take a breath. Let go of worries about where everybody is, where your family is. Let go of photos and texts just to get here, to feel this moment. It's going to go by. Perhaps you are here in one hand holding a broken heart. Certainly we're thinking of the friends and family of Nate Hopper and all of us who've gone through losses over the last 4 years. And so sometimes when we take that breath, we can feel that space. But see if in your other hand you can hold joy, gratitude, and the best of pride. And for those who find a source in something divine, something they may name God or Allah, Krishna, something bigger, I offer this prayer and invite anyone who doesn't find a home there just to stay in a place of mindfulness and breathing. O divine source, creator of all, we thank you for carrying us through to this day, for giving us the grace and patience to persevere, to overcome, to endure, to grow. Let us feel the best form of pride, of acknowledging the strength you have given us, the strengths you have forged within us through the challenges we have faced, the loved ones who carried us, the joy that came upon us, the hope that persisted, and the treasures revealed even in times of difficulty. Come into this space, Holy One. Continue to breathe in us and through us and show us how to make of our lives a light of wisdom, a light of compassion, a light of hope, a light of action on behalf of justice and of courage. Make of our lives a light that will reveal your light, present in any darkness, ever present in any pain, in the beckoning to grow in love and in joy. Make of our lives a light. Make of our lives a light. Oh, make of our lives a light. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you to the students and faculty for that beautiful rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner and Lift Every Voice and Sing. And thank you, Joan, for your prayer, affirming our founding values and heritage. Our commencement is not only a celebration of personal achievements, but of our shared history and mission as an institution of higher education, dedicated to educating all people, regardless of gender, religion, race, ethnicity, background, status in society. Commencement is essential, and it's a celebration of what we achieve together to transform lives. At this time, I ask all the graduates to think about family, friends, college faculty, trustees, staff, administrators, all those who played a role in your education. Graduates, please stand and applaud everyone, whether they are here or not, who helped you achieve this momentous goal. Go. Supporters of the graduates, thank you for all you did to help them get to this point. Those texts of encouragement, the extended office hours, the study groups, the "you've got this" phone call. It made a big difference for those celebrating today. We will award undergraduate and graduate degrees and certificates to approximately 1,400 students who represent the diversity of our state, our country, and our world. The beautiful flags you see on the stage include one for our great country and state, and for the other 67 countries of origin of our students this year. They symbolize the international community that exists on campus here in Albany and in the great state of New York. To the thousands of you watching this ceremony via web stream from other countries and from other parts of the U.S., welcome to our St. Rose family. I am so very proud to lead an institution that has a long history of serving veterans, and where veterans are a welcome part of our diverse learning community. My father was a World War II bomber pilot with Hell's Angels, and his tenacious spirit still lives in me. St. Rose welcomed World War II veterans as their first male students 25 years before the college became fully co-ed in 1969. Today, that legacy continues with 112 veterans, current service members, and veteran-dependent students enrolled this semester. At this time, I ask all veterans, active duty personnel in the arena to please stand so that we can express our gratitude for all that you have sacrificed to ensure our freedom. The coronavirus pandemic has reminded us of how much first responders and classroom teachers risk and sacrifice for our safety and well-being of our families and children. Would all of those who work in teaching, law enforcement, fire, EMS responders, 9/11 dispatch, frontline medical care also please stand? Let us please applaud for all of those. Thank you for the sacrifices you made so that we can be safe and free to pursue the education we celebrate today. I also want to acknowledge all of those who are continuing the legacy of their family's connection to St. Rose. Would all St. Rose alumni in the audience stand and be recognized along with those 2022 graduates who are related to St. Rose alumni? Thank you for making St. Rose an integral part of your family. The graduates of 2022 are joining more than 47,000 St. Rose alumni whose connection is in a circle throughout the globe. We will always welcome you home. We have one alum on stage who for the past 4 years has led the college's Alumni Association at the same time she was leading a school district during the pandemic. It is with tremendous admiration and gratitude that I ask Dr. Angelina Maloney, outgoing president of the college's Alumni Association, to please stand and come be recognized. Angelina, in recognition of the 2 terms as president, please accept these golden roses as a token of our appreciation for your service to your alma mater. Now, this is when the president gets the chance to share what she feels are great pearls of wisdom on how to live your life, what you can expect in life, and what is ahead of you. I did that. I wrote 5 pages. Then I reflected on a beautiful memorial service you held on Wednesday for your beloved classmate, one of our precious students, Nathaniel Hopper, who died on May 5th. I thought about how your words and music touched heaven, and then I realized I got nothing. I can't teach you a thing. Class of 2022, not one thing. You and Nate brought a powerful connection to this campus that is palpable and life-changing. It is you who taught me and touched my heart and enriched my soul. Thank you, Mike and Riza and Alex and Julia and Ritz and Alexis and Justin and Brendan and Thomas and all of Nate's close friends and the class of 2022, who he loved and who deeply loved him. The truth is, life is this unexpected, continuous unfolding. It's fragile and it's precious, and Nate taught us that. Along with the strong faith and deep love of God. Class of 2022, your moments of strength in grief are personal and quite often private, but you let us in. You opened your box of memories even though you knew it would make you cry. You said Nate's name out loud and in public and taught us how to grieve, and that connected all of us because you taught us through your actions that the place of true healing is a fierce place. It's a giant place. It's a place of monstrous beauty and endless dark and glimmering light. And you have to work really, really, really hard to get there, but you're helping us to do it. The loss of Nate has touched and enriched our lives. It will be impossible for us to go on as we were, so we will go on as we never have. So class of 2022, for teaching me and teaching us how to live our values and cherish our life as a gift every single day, I thank you. You rock. We now move to the presentation of the candidate for the honorary degree. You will note that more than the complimentary and complete biography of Sanjay Sarasha is included in the program, so I will not recount all of his accomplishments here. I do want to point out with Golden Knight pride that Sanjay is one of us. He is a graduate of the College of St. Rose, and his determination to address climate change through innovation exemplifies this institution's value and the power of a St. Rose degree. Dan Nolan, please escort Sanjay to the podium.
President White, I have the honor to present Sanjay Shrestha for the degree Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa and request that you confer upon him the degree with all of its rights and privileges.
Sanjay Shrestha, you have dedicated your career to evolving the renewable energy industry so that the world is a healthier habitat for us all. Your passion for the green hydrogen and fuel cell industry demonstrates your insatiable curiosity, exploring challenges and potential solutions from all angles. As an international student at St. Rose from Nepal, you embrace your American and St. Rose educational experience, diving deeply into your finance major, as well as taking courses in marketing and computer science, and pursuing internships to gain broad perspective. You are a model for our students to follow, encouraging them to be creative problem solvers and use their gifts to make a lasting impact on the world. You are a champion in the climate change crisis, recognizing that one of the most important challenges today is the decarbonization of the global economy. You have taught us that green hydrogen isn't just the fuel of the future, it's the fuel of the present. For your pursuit of bold new answers to the global climate crisis, the College of St. Rose is pleased to confer upon you, Sanjay Shrestha, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa with all its rights and privileges. President White.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the College of St. Rose and the Board of Regents of the State of New York, now therefore I admit you, Sanjay, to this degree, Doctor of Human Letters honoris causa, with all its rights and privileges, and cause you to be invested in the official colors of the College of St. Rose.
This is the degree. Congratulations, Dr. Shrestha.
I am pleased that Sanjay has agreed to deliver this year's commencement address. And congratulations.
I had to catch a breath for a second. Wow. 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 This is such a special moment for me. What an extraordinary moment for me that I come back to my alma mater 25 years later and to receive an honorary doctorate degree and be your commencement speaker. I mean, this to me is dream come true. It's absolutely a dream come true. I feel honored, absolutely humbled, and I gotta be honest with you guys, I feel like I'm on cloud 9 right now. I've spoken a lot, I've done a lot of public speaking, but this is one of those special moments for me. I have never done, and probably in my life never will do, something like this ever again. So I really, really appreciate President White, Board of Trustees, all my professors, and everybody here at the College of St. Rose. Thank you so much for believing in me and thinking that I am worthy of a recognition like this. Thank you so much. But more importantly, congratulations to the graduating class of 2022. But let me be honest though, I think it is a bit unfair that all of a sudden now I'm the one standing between you guys and you all coming up on the stage and getting your diploma. So I promise you all, I'm gonna try to keep it brief, be to the point so that we can actually, but one thing though, right? All kidding aside, I do think that we all have so much in common, right? We all share so many common values. We've all walked the same corridor. We've taken classes from the same professors. So while I really want to wrap up and get out of the stage and get on with every single one of your name being called, I did feel like I wanted to share all the ups and downs in my life. So as you get ready for your next chapter, one of the most important journey in your life, hopefully some of you can glean something from that. It's not all the ups in lives. Sometimes there are downs. Sometimes there are difficult times. But you know what? That's part for the journey. So as it relates to me, it all started actually back in August of 1993. I was a teenager. I had just left my home in Nepal, and I have arrived in the US. The US, that is the land of opportunity where dreams come true. You get to dream big, and sky is the limit. My entrance here begins actually with my uncle, who's here in the audience. He sponsored me, and that's how I got to come to the US. So I do want to thank you so much for trusting in me and giving me the opportunity to come to the US. Thank you. Now, as a teenager, while in Nepal, don't ask me why, but I had this fascination that I want to come to the US and I want to work on Wall Street. But let me be clear, it's not like that movie Wall Street, by the way, guys. Some of you, I'm sure, have seen it. That's a bad guy. That's not what you do. You know, I wanted to make sure that I could have an impact in the world of finance, work on Wall Street. Now, again, this all started here in the corridor of our school, and I must say, what an exceptional place this is. The attention we get from our professors, you know, the time and the effort that they put with us in terms of making sure that you get the confidence and prepare you for the journey that you're going to take after today here in the professional world. And again, this is such a special place for me, and it became, for me, home away from home, little that I knew when I first came to the US. Now, my foray into the professional world started with the internship program that actually school had here. It was a collaboration between Albany Chamber of Commerce and College of St. Rose. And students in the business school, God, I hope you certainly took advantage of that. If you didn't, that's a potential loss, because it was a phenomenal program for me. I started my internship at the Coho Savings Bank. Ken Raleigh, who was the head of marketing, who's also here with us today, basically gave me that opportunity, and that really gave me first foray or entry into this world of finance and world of Wall Street. He introduced me to a lot of people. And after the graduation in 1997, it actually took me a bit longer than I thought in terms of finding my first job in finance. But I didn't give up. It took me about 8 months. But you know what was the most important point of that? I got my job in the field of finance. But I wasn't going to stop there, because my entire purpose of coming to the US was make it big on Wall Street, move to the Big Apple, go to Manhattan. And this is where my persistence and not giving up comes into play. So what I would do, I'll just give you guys an example. Every Friday afternoon, sometime around 3 p.m., I would call this firm, First Albany, because they had an office in New York, they had an office in Boston, they had an office in San Francisco, and I'll ask them, do you guys have any opening? And the conversation would last for about a minute. It was very polite, and the lady in the HR department would tell me, not at the moment. That went on for about 6 months, and finally, I vividly remember that day. It was October of 1999, when Plug Power had just gone public. When I called her, she said, God, you've been calling us for such a long time. Guess what? I've got good news for you. We do have an opening, but what do you know about hydrogen fuel cells? Little that I knew, this is going to come around in full circle some 15 years later. My response to her was, not a whole lot, but I'm pretty sure I'll learn very fast and I'll figure it out. And that's how my journey in the Big Apple started in year 2000. Okay, so the moral of the story here is, do not give up. You have to be persistent. You know, if somebody tells you no, you gotta keep trying. You gotta go for your dream, and you just do not give up until you get what you really, really want. If I had stopped calling and not continued to do that for over 6 months, I probably wouldn't have had that job at First Albany. I probably wouldn't have had the career that I have on Wall Street right now. So you gotta be persistent. If there is something you want, you never give up until you get what you're really looking for. Now, after that, my journey begins, in Big Apple. And then even after a year later, I got promoted to be a senior research analyst. And that's typically are the guys who get to write about stocks. And I was essentially covering the renewable energy sector. Guys, I was only 26 at the time. It was a bit nervous, fairly young to have a role like that. And again, it is an unbelievable proposition for somebody of that age. But this was a renewable energy industry. Nobody knew what was the growth gonna look like, what the future trajectory of this industry is going to look like. There was some risk associated with that as well. But that's not what the problem is. The problem for me becomes a year later when there is an anniversary and a peer review at First Albany. I ended up ranking at the bottom quartile. And the problem with that, guys, is typically when you rank at the bottom quartile on Wall Street, typically within 3 to 6 months you get fired. So I had a choice to make. I either get caught up in that or try to do something about fixing it, right? So I said, you know what? I'm gonna change this and change this very fast. I am going to go extra mile, try to work even harder, dig deeper, and I want to now become the thought leader in this renewable energy industry. And this became my passion. Now, fast forward a year, I actually ended up ranking at the top quartile of the organization. A year after that, I was #1 analyst in that entire research department, and I became the youngest managing director at age 29 in the firm. They've never had somebody below 30 who became an MD in that company in its 100-year history. And things actually get slightly better than that. And fast forward a few more years, I made it to Forbes magazine, and by then, I was the #1 stock picker in the US, and this was year 2007. Now, the moral of the story here, in my opinion, is go for the gold. Go for excellence. Don't cut corners. And one of the things I really, really want all of you to remember, do not ever follow money. Follow passion and excellence. Money will follow you. It's very, very important to do that in life. Now, by this time, so this is year 2007, and by this time, now all of a sudden I'm being approached by some of the most prestigious investment banks on Wall Street. At one point in time, I had about 6 job offers. I had a hard time, frankly, deciding which one to take and where to go. But I ended up joining Lazard, which is one of the oldest and really a prestigious investment bank on Wall Street, to build their global renewable energy research practice. Now, unfortunately, after that comes the financial crisis of 2008. And some of you in the audience here, I'm sure know, that was some really dark times. It almost felt like, and I got to see it firsthand, guys. It felt like it was potentially almost an end of capitalism. It was some scary times. But you know what that taught me? That actually taught me that life can throw curveballs at you. That doesn't mean you hide. That doesn't mean you actually, you have to actually attack it head on. You have to think about, how can I really tackle this issue? What can be done about it? You do not hide. You innovate, you become more creative, and you actually get out of those situations even stronger on the other side. And I think I saw some of the investment banks do amazing financial transactions to get out of this situation. They actually advise other companies, advise the government entity, and I really got to see that firsthand. And again, in my opinion, the moral here is, when life throws a curveball at you, you double down. You make sure you get out of that situation even stronger than when you got into that. Now, after having been at Lazard for 7 years and being a member of All-America Research Team, I felt like it was time for me to get into corporate leadership role. I wanted to be somebody who was actually building things rather than being someone who was advising companies, whether strategically or financially. So that's how I ended up joining a global solar company to help them build their projects in the Americas. By the way, I gotta be honest with you guys, it's very easy to give advice, but when it comes to actually building companies, I gotta tell you, it is a different ball game. It's much, much harder than providing advice and telling companies what are the right things you should be doing. But having said that, at this company, I really learned a lot. I built many projects on a global basis at a lightning speed, managed through some major financial challenges. This ended up becoming an unbelievable learning for me from a professional as well as an operational standpoint. But unfortunately, I ended up losing a lot of money in this venture, okay? I lost money. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I hate losing money. That's the one thing I do not like at all. But that's what happened here. Now, at this point, it really put me in a very interesting crossroads. I started going through a bit of a self-reflection. I asked myself a question: did I do everything I could have done? Did I actually hit the ceiling? Was it my fault? Was this a failure at the end of the day? You know, I really went through some of this self-reflection, and what I'm about to say some of you might find that odd, but I concluded that this chapter in my professional journey actually was a really good thing. You know what it taught me? It taught me humility, and that's very important. It also taught me that it's not about success or failure in life. Do not let one success or one failure cloud your judgment. It also taught me that it's okay to make mistakes as long as you learn from it, as long as you do something about it and prepare yourself for the next phase of your life. And this is where I would be remiss if I don't recognize my wife, Rashmi. She was that sanity I needed in that very confusing time for me. I really, really appreciate that. And this, to me, really the moral of the story here is stay humble, always be intellectually curious, and as I said, do not let one success or failure really cloud your judgment. Now, I frankly at that time even thought about going back to Wall Street. I said, maybe this operational role is just not for me. I'm not probably cut out for this. I'm better at giving advice than actually doing it myself. Well, all that ended very quickly. I actually came up to Latham, New York, had lunch with Andy Marsh, CEO of Plug Power, and also George McNamee, chairman of Plug. And by the way, when I was touring the manufacturing facility at Plug, I was blown away at the level of progress the company had made under Andy's leadership. 2 weeks later, Andy called me and asked me to be the first chief strategy officer for Plug. Andy, my friend, my boss, my mentor, who's here, I really, really appreciate you giving me that opportunity. Now, he had a vision. He is really the reason why there is a hydrogen fuel cell industry. By the way, I'm not saying this because he's my boss and he's here. It's a fact. He had the vision to make this a reality and a commercial market. But he knew that's not where we're going to stop. We're going to take it even further than just a one market for hydrogen fuel cell. We're going to turn this into a global green hydrogen end-to-end solutions company. Now, fast forward a few years, as I sit here in front of you all right now, I am so proud to say that there is no company in this world like Plug that have the breadth of product offering to really address climate change, be the global leader from a green hydrogen perspective. Okay, there is no other company that can bring the suite of the offer and solution to the table. Nobody like that. And it is really, really a matter of a big pride for us here, because it all started in the Capital District region, and we took it global, and this is all us. Now, here's another thing. So I think what we're building here at Plug is in fact going to make this world a better place. Because this whole climate change, all the greenhouse gas emission that we're talking about, we have to do something about it. Doing nothing is no longer an option. Look, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I only know of one planet Earth. That's the only thing I know. And I'm sure at some point Mr. Musk will figure out how to live in Mars, how to make it habitable. But until then, all we have is one planet Earth, and we have to take care of it. Now, when you guys actually do a Google Earth map, what you see today in this energy landscape is, you will see pollution coming out of a coal plant. You will see tailpipe emission, all sorts of greenhouse gas emission from refining industry, oil drilling, natural gas, you name it. This has to stop, and we have to act now. And here's the thing, there is actually something we can do about it. So it's not like there is not a solution. So let me paint you all a picture of what this new energy world needs to look like. Think about solar and wind displacing coal. You now have refineries being displaced by green hydrogen plants. Diesel has been displaced by green hydrogen as a new fuel source. Air pollution is down, and we are really on our way to addressing climate change. And this is also a huge benefit from an energy and a national security perspective. As I sit here right now, this is just not a job for me anymore. This is way too personal. My beautiful daughter, Ava, is here, in the audience. This is for her. This is for all the future generation that we have got to leave this planet in a much better place than when we came here, and that is everybody's responsibility, and we have to do something about it. As I said, I'm going to try to keep it brief. Hopefully that was brief enough. So let me conclude by saying a few things here. Be persistent and do not ever give up, because you will get to your destiny as long as you really want it and you try hard enough. Focus on excellence. That is very, very important. As I said, do not cut corners. Do not follow money. If you are good at what you do, doesn't matter what career are you in, money will follow you. Find your passion. It's very, very important. Do not be afraid to fail, as I said. It's okay to make mistakes as long as you learn from it. Dream big. Sky is the limit. You know, we're talking about the American dream here. This is the land of the opportunity. Sky is the limit. And ladies and gentlemen, world is your oyster. One final recommendation, make sure you apply for a job at Plug Power. You need to do that. Congratulations to the class of 2022. I wish you all the success. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay, for your inspiring remarks. And we can't wait to see how your imagination and determination changes the way we produce and use energy, reducing our carbon footprint. You're showing us how to pursue what we love by being personal and persistent and professionally fulfilled while making the whole world a better place for generations to come. We are immensely proud that you are a St. Rose graduate and live our values every day. Thank you again, Sanjay. It's now the time we've all been waiting for, granting of the degrees. Woo. And I know there's some ladies in the audience that your feet are hurting, so just put them up a little bit, take your shoes off when you can. I heard you say that. The graduates here today and those who are named listed in the program have completed the requirements for the St. Rose degree or certificate during the 2021-2022 academic year. Assisting in the presentation of the certificates and degrees today are Dr. Margaret McLean, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Michelle Beresnack, First Vice Chair of the College of St. Rose Board of Trustees, Yolanda Caldwell, Chief Diversity Officer, Dr. Jerry Lawrence, Dean of the School of Arts and Humanities, Dr. Raj Araskar, Dean of the Heather School of Business, Dr. Terry Ward, Interim Dean of the Thelma P. Lally School of Education, Dr. Ian McDonald, Dean of the School of Math and Science.
It is now time for the awarding of the certificates and degrees. To ensure that each graduate can be seen by their family and friends, please respect the space of those around you and do not come onto the main floor. The Dean will hand each graduate their diploma. You will be able to pause as directed in the spots labeled "Pause for a Photo." As an additional precautionary step, to limit the spread of the COVID-19 virus, we will not be shaking the hands of the graduates. There will be a close-up photo opportunity once you are off the stage. The ceremony is being video recorded, and it will be available for free download in a few days after the ceremony. We will begin with our candidates for the College Experience Program certificates. The College Experience Program enables students with developmental or intellectual disabilities to explore areas of interest professionally or socially, and prepare for independent living. This program is offered collaboratively by the College of St. Rose and Living Resources. These students are active members of our college community. These college experience program candidates have completed the 2-year certificate requirements. Please come forward and receive your certificate as your names are called. The candidates for the college experience program are Abigail Joy Sensabella, Catherine Chinnery, Ivy Clark, Christopher Curran, Robert Sean Shizbay, Sonia Elizabeth DeBile, Robert E. Feeney, Molly Fortune, Anthony Thomas Gotti, Megan Justiniano, Jaron Coy, Zachary Lerman, Jacob Lesh, Cesare Lewis Harris, Anthony Laughlin, Kaylee Mackey, Bridget Catherine Mulligan, Jack Timothy O'Shea, Andrew John Rice-Gully, Alex Ross, Kendall Faye Salins, Anna R. Santiago, Cameron Santos, Michael Anthony Servino, Luke Miller Stevens, Malasha Denise Thomas Desmond, Tiffany Weller, Dylan Wilk, will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees please stand? President White, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Business Administration. The faculty and I attest that they have met the qualifications and requirements of their respective degrees.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the College of St. Rose and of the Board of Regents of the State of New York, and upon recommendation of the faculty, I admit you and your respective degrees.
The Bachelor of Arts graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Kaylee Nadine Javier de Castro, Ashley DeCry, Shelby E. Dopp, Ashley Ellen Eves, Setelben Edef El Taib. Congratulations. Alyssa K. Enlow. Vanessa Fulmore. Brandon Michael Gunn. Samantha Noel Giambrocni. Carly R. Gill. Emily K. Goldup. Celine Victoria Gustus. Paige Brooke Haviland. Naya Imani Hadet. Emily A. Hogan. Laura Elizabeth Hogan. Maya Elizabeth Hulbert. Khadijah Khan. Trevor J. Kitchen. Gwendolyn June Klein. Lindsay Marie Krause. Caitlin Rose Kwiatkowski. Mackenzie Helen Lebate. Brianna Danielle Lee. Megan Elizabeth Maloney. Sarah E. Manford. Julia Therese Martin. Jessica Marcus. Erin Mary McLaughlin. Cameron J. Mecca. Nicola Aslama Moody. Alejandra Victoria Morello. Allison Catherine Moser. Maya Selene Nakul. Katerina Otruva. Lauren Jane Owens. Jenna Marie Puragallo. Jenna Marie Piscatella. Kaylee Elizabeth Rhodes. Alyssa N. Rivera. Michaela Morgan Rust. Christopher Robert Ryan. Carly Alexandra Schott. Serafina Rose Channer. Sangay Camara. Mackenzie May Tompkins. Kiara Elizabeth Van Warmer. Emily Maureen Velasquez. Rebecca Jean Vile. Tyler Michelle Cody. Emily Grace Warmth. Alex Curran Westgate. Emily Rose Whalen. Sabrina Bosico. The Bachelor of Arts graduates in the School of Mathematics and Sciences are Rosio Loriana Baroa. The Bachelor of Arts graduates in the School of Mathematics and Science include Carolyn Contessa, Rachel Curtis, Afrasia and Felix Gonzalez, Maya Lords Hughes, Tatiana Kathleen Legerio, Kayla Lord, Thalia Alia Ralph, Asaya Rasuli, Kendrin Noel Reed, Kayla Shannon Richards, Kathleen Ringler, Jalen Danielle Roundtree, Clarice Octavia St. Clair, Ashanique Williams, Ahmed Tariq Abdul, Haley Allen, Remington Isaac Almirante, Caitlin Michelle Anderson, Delara Aslan, Amalia Ariana Bernard, Kylie Rose Bishop, Tiara Monet Boone, Alexis Marie Vorse. Anthony Robert Rutherford Brito. Kaylin Britt. Empress Elizabeth Brown. Kaylee Marie Buxton Pham. Nicolina Marie Capolino. Abigail T. Charmont. Kendra Renee Chapianelli. Kylie Nicole Chris. Emily Ann Cisneros. Victoria M. Clary. Marlene Cameron Clouden. Essence Janine Coxum. Krista Lynn Coy. Joanna R. Kraft. Catherine Marie Cummings. James Patrick Caniff. Jana Marie Daniels. Connor James Deerbeck. Maya Rose DeFazio. Jennifer Nicole DeMuzio. Rebecca Gabrielle Deverneau. Jana Laura Descent Ortiz. Cassidy Rose Dill. Elena L. Duchak. Elena L. Duchak. Brianna Lynn Doherty. Catherine Lynn Drogo. Brendan J. Earl. Anthony J. Erno. Rafael Esposito. Julia Grace Fiker. Elizabeth Nicole Flores. Cameron Lee Flynn. Elizabeth Sophie Gallagher. William Lee Gardner. Noelle Page Gasca. Shane S. George. Daria Gorska. Jared Graham. Rejon Farrow. Mercedes Ava Marie Karina Ortez. Sasha Deani Griffin. Colin Coughlin Griswold. Abigail Elizabeth Gunther. Erica Faith Hill. Jalen A. Harvey. Luke A. Hayner. David Anthony Henry. Sarah B. Holmesy. Therese Jasmine Howell. Olivia Kinga Ajikovsky. Isabel Milani Jayansing. Sienna Asia Jennings. Leah Kenya Jones. Valentina Andrea Julian. Dana Elizabeth Stewart. Jackie M. Kuragosian. Isar Abdelmanam Kalafala. Melissa Ann Kohler. Annalise LeBron. Rosemary LeBron. Christian Tyon Lindsay. Andrew J. Luley. Gabrielle Marie Martin. Sarah Elizabeth McMullen. Kara Mary Merges. Emily A. Meyer. Rebecca Ann Milnicki. Emily Ann Miles. Nicholas A. Miller. Kayla Jasmine Mitchell. Shania Alaha Muhammad. Kaylin Adele Monroe. Berlani Elizabeth Montero. Jared Michael Murray. Megan Kathleen Nirvana. Alexandria Lee Nichols. Leanne Norbug. Mali Opera Mala. Brianna R. O'Reilly. Matthew J. Pepandria. Maggie Foster Patry. McKenna Rose Peruzzi. Ashley L. Peter. Trisana Kiana Patadur. Jenna M. Paulson. Alec J. Price. Kayla Donna Quick. Hannah Lee Rayner. Matthew Kingsley Ropak. Gada Essa M. Redadan. Maya Sinclair Reed. Joseph Daniel Rizzo. Mauve Meg L'Oreal Rochester. Janice Madeline Rodriguez. Shirley J. Ross. Celine Ihab Rashadi. Binta Savali. Colin P. Sherlock. John Slay. Danielle M. Smith. Garrett Michael Smith. John Smith. Logan Julia Smith. Kurt Allen Spellman. Marielle Livia St. Alban. Molly Catherine Tasber. Olga Susanna Tuhadid. Kumari Tashing. Take your time. Madison L. Thibodeau. Gabriella Talai. Alexis Renee Till. Zara Talage. Alyssa M. Travis. Timothy Aiden Turner. Amanda Ray Upton. Cameron Michelle Van Hoosen. Andrea Roxanne Velasquez. Dante Jermaine Walker. Charles Jared Ward. Kaylee Lynn Webb. Samantha Shafay Tushaneza Webb. Rebecca Michelle Welch. Carolyn N. White. Haley Wilcox. Madison B. Zaretz. Wentio Zhu. Hold on, just a minute. Arts and Humanities. The Bachelor of Arts graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities will receive their diplomas from Dr. Jerry Lawrence.
Peyton Michael Brophy. The Bachelor of Arts graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Matthew Thomas Casey. The Bachelor of Arts graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Gabriella Emanuel Clark. Jelani Nasira Commander. James Michael Coover. Cortland G. DeVerne. Tayana Marie Diaz. Florisham Dajesti. Joel Duhan. Jesse Doan. Jesse Doan. Gamma Dorville. Mark Eddie Dagon Adam. Alexis Fernandez Esteves. Lydia G. Flynn. Emma Grace Foley. Megan Catherine Frederick. Elizabeth China French. Peter W. Gallica. Cheyenne Hammerly. Jada Ununique Hart. Raven Khalil Holmes. Scott Anthony Jones. Cameron Vincent Kelly. Maida Marina Khan. Maya Denise Kirk. Demetrius Donald Knox. Destiny Alexis Knuckles. Rachel Sierra Lambert. Ethan John Lawrence. Stephanie Catherine Lawrence. Burke Layden. Alicia Yolanda Mason. John Wallace Laughlin. Earl Enoch McDonald. Julia M. McLaughlin. Tariq Muhammad. Ben Ahmad Morton. Alexandria Faith Mulligan. Brendan Patrick O'Dwyer. Naisha Lee Ortiz. Marcos Xavier Perez. Yana Luckney Bernard. Gabriela Victoria Rotiliana. Darina Corinne Bernina Saint Amand. Alexis Noel Alexion Novel Saviano. Victoria Autumn Scarienge. Christian Antonio Shear. Rachel Elizabeth Sickler. Lillian Rose Surgeon. Kylie Tolheimer. Phoenix Thomas. Rebecca Elizabeth Towns. Devon Rakeem Turman. Devon Rakeem Turman. Cheyenne Marie Wallace. Shamim Wambir. Emma Ruth Woods. The Bachelor of Fine Arts graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Abigail Margaret Guerin. The Bachelor of Fine Arts graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Carmela Giovanna Carr. The Bachelor of Fine Arts graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Maggie Catherine Barak. Stephanie Nicole Gilden. Timothy Husner. Henry Jermaine IV. Jordan Maurice Jenkins. Victoria Alexandria Johnston. Nicholas Anthony Lepore. Isabella M. Lotano. Brian Patrick Mailo. Emily Elizabeth Rotocelli. Sophia Shaw. Brooke Ashley Tuttle. Hannah Kathleen Wilking. The Bachelor of Music graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Michael Thomas Cassidy. The Bachelor of Music graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Henry Seamus Burke. The Bachelor of Music graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Rachel Marie Deverna. Thomas Andrew Odell. The Bachelor of Science graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Zaira Ashtash. Nope, sorry. The Bachelor of Science graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Lauren Kate Anoski. The Bachelor of Science graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Madeline Lysandra Barona. Ryan Joseph Baxter. Samantha Elaine Breen. Maria Jose Carnaval. Kayla Cedeno. Mario A. Coriati. Elizabeth Diaz Sartiel. Megan Elizabeth Galucci. Mackenzie M. Gerke. Patrick R. Hughes. Christina Jean Kelly. Mackenzie Mathewson. Justin Matthews. Stephen Hunter McLean. Paige Aaron Manichi. Rosemary Elizabeth Keisha Michaud. Elizabeth Ryan Miller. Gianna Lynn Montano. Olivia Rose Montano. Brianne Olini Morrissey. Brianna Marie Moss. Laura Ann Nickel. Sarah Elizabeth Parisi. Andrew Joseph Perlini. Pelwan. Harsh Dawakar Pingley. Michael Leon Sanchez. Jillianne Marie Cedrin. Madeline Sharkey. Tajana Brachet Snow Brown. Olivia Paige Strawby. Eobed Tedeschi. Natalie Ann Wadud. Washta. Tyler Lee Dwayne Weaver. Amanda Patricia Waddell. Michaela Willox. Gabrielle Jordan Wisman. The Bachelor of Business Administration graduates in the Heather School of Business are Jolanice Feliciano Riviera. The Bachelor of Business Administration graduates in the Heather School of Business are Eric Romero Gomez. The Bachelor of Science graduates in the Heather School of Business are Sine Aliciano, Zaina Alyssa Asensio. The Bachelor of Science graduates in the Heather School of Business are Samuel Enrique Broso. The Bachelor of Science graduates in the Heather School of Business are Nicholas Francis Brown. Keep repeating it. Keep repeating it if it says anything. Ethan James Burgos. Joshua Campbell. Jordan Robert Cartwright. Fernando Carvalho. Genesis Castildo. Sean Patrick Dady. Steve DeColin. Cameron Edwards. Julia Nancy Isolde. Say it again. Madeline Pastoria Garcia. Trevor Goodamo. Lexi Mariah Green. Jeffrey T. Hayner. Keyshawn Vernon Hill. Taylor Ann Kirk. Rihanna Knight. Riley J. Koch. Grace E. LaFontaine. Nadia Lau. Leslie Ann Marcelino Torres. Madeline Michelle McCarthy. Jack Mitchell McDonald. Joshua Michael McGettian. Javante Errol McLean. Kevin William Miller. Kevin Vargas. Sean A. Moran. Alicia Danny. Anne-Marie Validum. Trang Huynh Nguyen. Peyton O'Hara. Tyler A. Osborne. Daniel Dominique Owen. Ellis Pemrick. Devon Cayenne Truth Pounds. Jason Cortez. Kenesha Ann Redmond Wilson. Jared James Resmeyer. Sophia Isabel Rijo. Kylie Diane Root. Kaylee Diane Root. Sarah M. Sharkey. Mingma Sherpa. Avian Ayana Smiley. Folke. Harry Folke Walter Solar. Daniel Suarez. Kenneth Cimarel Sumter. Grace Almanda Thomas. The Bachelor of Science graduates in the Thelma P. Lally School of Education. Want me to go ahead? You want me to go ahead?
Michael Anthony Aber. Maria DiNardo Andrew. Kelly Brianna Angel. Lisbeth Arias. Madeline R. Benevento. Ashante H. Bishop. Carolyn M. Russell. Sophia Francesca Berger. Erin Kathleen Burns. Jenna Marie Coutant Walker.
It is with deep sorrow that we have one additional bachelor's degree to award to a graduate who is not with us. Nathaniel Hopper. Nathaniel Hopper, beloved class of 2022 music student, died on May 5th of complications from an underlying condition. I've been in close touch with the mother and father since the terrible loss, and they have asked that I share this letter from them with you. We are so grateful for everyone who loved Nate and everyone who has reached out to us during this difficult time to share kind words and special memories. Thank you to President Marcia White and the college staff and for all their help and support during the process. When we think of Nate, we think of the great love he had for his friends and family. As we had the privilege to spend time with many of his friends at college the day after we learned of his passing, we were so honored and blessed to hear that many stories of Nate's experiences here with his friends at St. Rose. It was evident how much he was loved and how much he loved and valued others. Kindness was a word that came up constantly as his friends shared their thoughts and memories of Nate. They also shared the word genuine, as they talked about how much Nate cared about people and how he was always interested in listening to what anyone had to say. Another one stated that Nate would say hi to anyone and start up a conversation with them. They said he made everyone feel like his best friend. As we pondered that, we recognized what a gift it is to live life that way. That should be something we all strive to do, to make everyone we meet feel valued and like a best friend. As his parents, we have so many special memories of Nate. We all know how much he loved music. Music has always resonated with him since he was in diapers. He especially loved using his gift of music to worship his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Nate loved his friends and the music community and being part of the music department at St. Rose. During his years here, he was president of the Golden Notes, part of the Madrigals Ensemble, and was a member of the Chamber Choral and Masterworks. As his parents, we are grateful for the excellent institution and the wonderful opportunity that St. Rose provided Nate. To Nate's friends and classmates, as you graduate from college and go out into the world, we hope you will always remember how much Nate valued people and that you will make the following 3 pieces of advice a priority in your life. Don't be afraid to say, I love you. Don't be afraid to take risks and chase after your dreams with all your might. Always remember the importance of community and surround yourself with others who will lift you up and encourage you throughout life's journey. As his parents, we have great peace knowing that Nate is fully alive, fully healthy, and utilizing his gift of music to the utmost, worshiping his Savior in person in heaven. Even though it grieves us to not have him with us on earth, we rejoice knowing we will see him again and spend eternity with him and our Heavenly Father. Our final thought we want to leave with you today is a passage from the scripture that has special meaning to us. Psalms 34:18 states, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Thank you for loving our Nate and for the love and support you have given us, Mark and Becky Hopper. Nathaniel's parents have also asked that Mike Cassidy, Brendan Gunn, and Justin Matthews, class of 2022 graduates and close friends of Nate's, accept Nate's diploma. Mike, Brendan, and Justin, would you please come to the stage?
It is with great honor and with deep sadness and grief that the College of St. Rose awards to Nathaniel Hopper his Bachelor of Arts degree posthumously.
Michelle Deverneau, earning her Bachelor of Music today, and current MBA student, will perform a musical interlude.
Thank you, Rachel, for that beautiful performance. It is now time for the awarding of the dual degrees, master's degrees, and certificates of advanced study. Will the candidates who have earned dual degrees, both bachelor's and master's, and the candidates for Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Education degrees, and certificates of advanced study, please stand. President White, I present to you the candidates who have earned dual degrees, both bachelor's and master's, and the candidates for the Master of Business Administration, Master of Arts, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Science Education, and Certificate of Advanced Study. The faculty and I attest that they have met the qualifications and the requirements for their respective degrees.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the College of St. Rose and of the Board of Regents of the State of New York, and upon recommendation of the graduate faculty, I admit you to these bachelor and master's degrees and certificates.
The dual Bachelor of Arts, Masters of Science in Education graduates are Emily Marie Paicielli, the dual Bachelor of Arts, Master of Science in Education graduates are Catherine Louise Rice, the dual Bachelor of Arts, Master of Science in Education graduates are Maria Frances Rice, Rachel Ann Richmond, the dual Bachelor of Science, Master of Business Administration graduates are Matthew J. Keenan, the dual Bachelor of Science, Master of Business Administration graduates are Christopher Jacob Skinner, the dual Bachelor of Science, Master of Business Administration graduates are Anna Sokolova, the dual Bachelor of Science, Master of Science graduates are Zachary Paul Deacon, the dual Bachelor of Science and Master of Science graduates are Jasmine Mulaney Franqui, the dual Bachelor of Science, Master of Science graduates are Eliana Montalvo, the graduate has also earned a Certificate of Advanced Study, Nicholas James Moore, Matthew D. Peters, Colleen Qualia, Kelly Grace Shields, Education. Terry. The dual Bachelor of Science, Master of Science in Education graduates are Allison Claire Hansen. You want to do education? Yeah, I do.
Bailey E. Lemon. Cameron Ann Regan. A Master of Business Administration The Master of Business Administration graduates in the Heather School of Business are Widad Alaydin. Oscar Oswam. Jason Allen Barkley. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Allison Delaporte. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Nicole Miriam D'Souza. This graduate has also earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Nak Trung Bien. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Nina Fadulo. This graduate has earned both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Carson Nicole Hollis. Brian Christopher Hupy. Natalie Leanne Joseph. Michelle Miller Kalinsky. Carolyn Korek. Ayan Kaya. Savannah Marie Laverio Tyler. This graduate has earned both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Kevin Jactavio Martin. This graduate has earned both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Megan A. Meyer. Kelly Canalani Nevin. Joshua C. Opala. Kosi Araka. Grace Ellen Shumway. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Ryan M. Smith. Heidi J. Tyler. This graduate has earned both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Miranda Vocal. Kimberly Joy Welsh. Lucy Jacqueline Williams. This graduate has earned both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Ella Mackenzie Wolf. The Master of Science graduates in the Heather School of Business Jacob Lawrence Palladino, who has also earned a bachelor's degree. Nana Yas Sequeri Bohama. Darshan Gudamakurama Kumar Shah. The Certificate of Advanced Study graduates in the Heather School of Business are Timothy Joseph Metzler. The Master of Science in Education graduates in the Thelma P. Lally School of Education are Dawn N. Alvarez, who has also earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Gabrielle Marie Andrea. Amanda Veronica Osamo. Alyssa Stephanie Barrett. Witness Joseph Bazar. Michael Harmon Belize. Carly Christina Benedict. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Fiona Odessa Bess. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Tracy M. Bowlers. This graduate has also earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Katerina Bondi. Brianna Lee Boom. Dara Nicole Boone. Lauren Nicole Boswick. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Anish Bell Brennan. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Ama Abena Surah Brown. Lauren Michael Bullock. Melissa Rose Caners. Cassandra Lena Capriglione. Chelsea Ann Carbone. Jamie Mae Casey. Marissa Lynn Chiaffi. Rachel E. Cody. Iona Kazokaro. Julianne Elizabeth Colby. Deborah Corbin. Sarah E. Culver. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Dejanay Dade. Jamie L. Daly. Alexandra Lynn Delvecchio. Jenna Elizabeth Davino. Sierra Nicole Devlin. Kristen Dietz. Ashley Mae Dolphin. Sage Duff. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Morgan Grace Dunkel. Sierra Ann Everson. Lauren D. Farr. Hannah M. Feldman. Lauren Noel Fink. Mariana S. Flagg. Marina S. Flagg. Jenna G. Frank. Sarah Elizabeth Franskin. Leanna Nicole Frauenberger. Minerva Freysier. Jennifer Asha Garde. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Alexis Victoria Gindor. Teresa F. Goggin. This graduate has earned both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Caitlin Russell Lee Harrington. Danielle M. Heidkamp. Maria Hankson. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Ashley P. Blakely. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Tracy L. Holland. Evan M. Ireland. Emily Ann Jorger. Gina M. Galige. Jen K. Keenan. Teresa Denise Kelly. Carrie Teresa Kenyon. Shanad Laveri. Asha Diana Liani Gardner. Emily A. Mailings. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. James P. Malia. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Alicia Manguso. Michaela J. Murata. Samantha Matthews. Ileana Rose Maturo. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Liana McCormick. Megan Elizabeth McGinnis. Richard Stephen Messier. Maya Millar. Kristen Miller. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Joshua E. Muckle. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Carrie A. Maffo. Charmaine R. Moore Boach. Teresa Patricia Mulvey. Lindsay Michaela Nazak. Corinne Marie Noga. Samantha Dara Osorio. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Matthew M. Owens. Nicole Amy Punetta. Danielle Lucy Patterson. Bridget T. Pelton. Elizabeth Jean Potter. Kaylee Ann Puliafico. Matthew Lawrence Quinn. Gabrielle Quiones. Rachel Linda Raguso. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Erica Ramos Cruz. Nicole Jocelyn Rebello. Anna Paula Ribeiro. Ashley M. Richardson. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. David C. Rogers. Tiana Nicole Ruiz. Deanna Valerie Rumpf. Jenna Taylor Russell. Shannon Russo. Brianna Ashley Salves. Amber Rose Scatarigia. Christina Shevlin. This graduate has earned both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Cassidy L. Smith. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Elizabeth Smith. Jolie Simner Smith. Megan T. St. Clair. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Desiree Michael St. John. Samantha R. Staley. Ashley Lynn Starbuck. Sarah K. Suiters. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Shanika A. Sweeney. Alexis Kim Tama. Hannah M. Toronto. Elizabeth Mary Tornatori. Taylor Ann Rachel Torrey. Larice Joanne Townsend. Ashley M. Trader. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Heather Ann Waller. Anthony J. Weber. Sarah Christine Weber. Sierra Wells. Sarah E. White. Megan Marlene Wayachek. Abby Janelle Wickland. Reagan Tyler Woodcock. Reagan Taylor Woodcock. Victoria Jushama. The Certificate of Advanced Study graduates in the Thelma P. Lawley School of Education are Trevon K. Adams. Christina Marie Anderson. Holly Rachel Babin. Anna Marie K. Bertrand. Danielle Rosina Camarada. Janice Renee Carter. Nanette Clancy. Vanessa Ann Clay Williams. Melissa Davis. Stephanie E. Douglas. Alicia Green. Cheryl A. Harris. Jessica L. Harris. Peyton Olivia Nyla. Ranisha Jeremiah King. Ashley Marie Johnston. Victoria M. Lewis. Lexi Kendall Lynch. Mackenzie Marie Morrison. Caitlin Murphy. Alexandra DeForest Nislik. Patricia L. Osterwalder. Victoria M. Persico. Sanidi Quezada. Carol Garcia. Rosemary Ritigliano. Kristen Sappho. Jesse Sanchez. Catherine S. Supos. Alexi Elizabeth Toronto. Shannon Joanna Vi. Kathleen B. Ward. The Master of Science graduates from the School of Mathematics and Sciences are Mubarak Abdilazam Abdallah. Eileen Kelly Burke. This graduate has earned both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Miguel Calderon. Valerie Ann Curcio. Bethany A. Zernicki. Gabrielle Del Braco. Gianna de Gregorio. Alexa Dubias. This graduate has earned both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Aaron J. Fall. Caitlin Teresa Glenn. Jessica Ann Goldberg. Mohammed Samin Al-Hassan. Odeline Marie Joseph. This graduate has earned both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Daniel Kelly. This graduate has earned both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Daniel Raymond Francis Klein. Angelie T. Lillman. Christine T. Lockwood. Grace C. McGee. Alyssa Lauren McGee. Lisa Ann Newsom. This graduate has earned both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree. Alexander Risenhover. Elizabeth R. Schneider. Sahur Shakil. Jessica Marie Sokol. Peggy Ann Spano. Tina L. Tobias. Zoe D. Zulsdorf. Jessica Gabrielle Zai.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to do that one more time. I'm going to ask you to give our graduates a round of applause and congratulate Dr. Sanjay Srestha for an inspiring words. I want to also express my gratitude to the college's faculty whose dedication, expertise, and experience is what has enabled you to receive the education and skills to go out into the world and make it a very different place. Let us all give the faculty present today and those watching via live stream our applause and recognition.
Before we end the ceremony, I would like to thank all those who have worked very hard to make this event special, especially the faculty, staff, and alumni volunteers. The work of our faculty and students over the past 2 years has been truly heroic, and on behalf of all of us at the College of St. Rose, thank you. I ask all of our guests to please remain seated until all of the graduates have recessed. Graduates, this is the moment you have all been waiting for. Now that your degrees have been conferred, on the count of 3, you are going to move your tassels from left to right. 1, 2, 3. The College of St. Rose 2022 commencement ceremony is now concluded. Class of 2022, will you please follow the directions of the ushers and proceed down the center aisle? Families and supporters, please feel free to applaud and cheer on your graduates. Go Golden Knights, and congratulations, everyone.